Hello, everyone. I start by thanking Women Who Codes community for giving me this chance to be here today. I start by introducing myself. My name is Houda CHIHI. I'm a PhD in telecommunications, senior research at Innov'COM Laboratory of Sup'COM, Tunisia, Tech Women Fellow, hosted at Qualcomm, California. Today, I want to share with you some tips to boost your research career. For this, I start by presenting the agenda of today's talk. We start by the planning for career advancement, and then we pass to the skills and the network needed for career advancement, and the training needed for career advancement, and the habit of a successful career in research. In fact, the first step is to know ourselves. What is the dream job that we want? We have to ask ourselves some many questions. What I am ambition of? Well, how long I want to be in school? What are the values that I want to bring to the life? What is the impact? How much impact I want to have? And what I am good at? If I find the right response for this question, I will find the right path. Is suppose that I select or I identified as a researcher. In this case, you have to identify your research project. In this case, you have to know what are the research centers related to your subject, what is the fellowships that can give me funding for my research, what is the cooperative agreement with my institute, because that is mandatory for funding our research article or internships, for example. And we have to know around the world what are the related research projects with our researcher, because it can help me to more improve my research project. So let's start by the planning for career advancement. Here, it's a journey that's begin. We need to develop a hard and soft skills. We need a mentor who can benefit us from his experience. We need to be visible online to LinkedIn, for example, and to ask and to connect with experts around the world. And here we have to develop brainstorming passion via exchanges by exchanging ideas with experts that can help us to find new ideas in research. We, we need affiliation with research group, and we need to be open and direct towards our needs and justify why they are important. Necessary skills for successful researcher, such as we have to be a good writer and communicator, because we need when presenting our paper, we need to know how to convince the audience by our ideas. And before meeting our supervisor or some meeting with other experts, we have to be prepared, and we have to be strategic, and we need to have a voice, and we need to establish good relationships with experts, because after finishing our PhD, for example, we need to submit or to postulate or to apply for position. We need to submit reference letters. In this case, we need to establish good relationships with experts, and we need to build a network. So if we want to sum up, we need direct contact with researchers via social media such as Twitter, and now which is common LinkedIn, or for example research guides which summarize our research articles. We need to build a good curriculum vitae who advertise our experience and our expertise. It's important also to know the research areas of other laboratories to find the good collaboration, and which opens the door for us, for example, to find easily further new jobs and new internships, new good positions. Here, we need personal interactive skills to convince other experts by our experience, by our achievement, by our degrees. Here, and we need to get involved in undergraduate research, because after PhD, we need always, if we continue on career, in research career, we need always to update our research ideas, our articles here. So it's a habit, it's like a habit to pursue for successful career and research. For this, we need to be open to criticism because sometimes we have comments from reviewers that sometimes hurting us, but we need to keep calm and be creative and reply to the comments kindly to the reviewer and build international collaboration to benefit from their experience and to get their advice and to do better for submitting a new version of our articles. Here, and we need to keep a good relationships with our supervisor because if we want to submit an application or to apply in a good position, sometimes they ask you to submit a reference letter from your supervisor. So we have to keep a good relationship with our supervisor. And in addition, to find easily a good position in academic, we have to subscribe to academic websites to know always about the available position at each period of time. And if we want to promote our article or research, we need to target impacted and indexed journals. And to follow, and we need as to be a good researcher, we have to be always stay up to date, to follow webinars, to participate in meetups, to know more about what is the new in the market, and to keep reading new articles which is very ranked, such as IEEE transaction. And another step that help us to advance in our career as a researcher, we need to follow or to find it, the specific or the corresponding websites that advertise always the training opportunity, such as Indeed, My Job Scotland, scholarship portals. They advertise always what are the opportunity of funding of and the period of training available at each period. So it's very important to subscribe in these websites to connect with other research lab and to visit these labs because it's important for a career to build a successful career in research. So that's all. Thank you for your attention, and we can stay connected via email, or you can visit my LinkedIn account for more information about my activities and what are the other webinars or events that I plan further. Thank you.